while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating.
Hey guys, long time no see. We haven't done an update in a while because, well, look at this mess. We've just been so busy and there's been no updates on the fish, but some stuff has gone down recently, so I figured I would put together a end of the year video to show you guys where we are. We have officially been in this house for a year, so that means this fish room has existed for a year, and we've made a lot of progress. We've had a lot of up and downs, especially recently. We've had a couple of changes around here, so I thought we'd go through them all and have a look at where things stand as of the end of 2018. So our bettas are doing really good. All of them are living the good life, enjoying their tanks, doing really well. For those of you who saw our last couple of videos, you know that we lost Ponyo. This is Ponyo's replacement. This is Ika. She is the daughter of Ponyo and Jumin, which is now her neighbor. It's hard to see her through these tubs, I know, because the tubs are cloudy. That's just the way this plastic is. But she is a beautiful blue fish with a little bit of a turquoise tint to her tail. She's so gorgeous. And she's big and fat and healthy, and one of the bigger females out of that spawn. So hopefully we'll breed her and get some beautiful babies out of her in the future. Zen, for those of you who have been watching, went through a quarantine. See that big black spot? He's always had a black spot sort of on his side, but recently it grew, and it was kind of startling because it turned gray around the edges, kind of like graphite disease. You can see it's on both sides of him. So preventatively, we took him out. We ran him through some antibiotics and some parasite meds, and he stayed in quarantine for a week or two. And it's not going anywhere. The spot seems to be permanent, but it stopped progressing. The graphite colored scales have not gone on to infect anywhere else. So I think we have it handled. He's eating, he's active, he looks pretty healthy. He's got these weird spots. So, I mean, we're still keeping an eye on him, but I think he's gonna be okay. And here's Rem. She's doing great. Big fat healthy fish. Kumori is still her big fat healthy self. Oh, I love Kumori. Look how fat she is. She is such a little pig. I love her. But, oh my god, she eats a ton. And of course, Rika, who's in here somewhere, I can't even. Seiran and Tomoe over there are all doing great. They're doing fantastic. Our Daphnia cultures are doing super well. I found it's kind of hard to keep them in this bucket, but you can kind of see them swimming around in here. They don't do as well in the bucket as they do in the window jars. I think sunlight has some kind of effect on it. But they're doing really well in these containers over here. Look, you can see them swimming around in this tub. This was our crud experiment. It's literally just a tank full of crud out of the bottom of one of our tanks and some old tank water. We don't put fresh water in here. It's super high nitrites and nitrates and ammonia, and they do really well. We threw some snails in there and The Daphnia are just like going crazy. Same with these little jars. They're just absolutely full of Daphnia. I know it's hard to see with the weird lighting, but we've got really good Daphnia going. They seem to be thriving over here. So, you know, you guys, we figured out the Daphnia. We figured it out. I can keep them indoors. I still can't wait for summer. I'm going to stick that bucket back out in the summer and have it survive out there. We have had a die-off of some of our snails recently. You can see a lot of snail shells up here. I'm not sure what's happening. We had 2 more die this morning. I'm still trying to figure it out. Winter, man. I think a lot of it's, some of it's hibernation, some of it's something else. I don't know. These are our current baby guppies. As you can see, we are not running out of guppies anytime soon. There's hundreds in this tub. And that is not all. These are snakeskin guppies. We have hundreds of those. They're really pretty. They're doing really well, as you can see. We have hundreds of these black and blue ones. We recently treated them for parasites because we have one strangely skinny guppy in this tank. And I can see her right now. She's got a very dark body, but she's super skinny. There's no way I'm gonna find her on this screen. But we pulled her out. We did parasite treatments on all of the tanks, so I don't think that's the problem. I don't know, she just seems to not thrive real well, so I'm gonna keep an eye on her. There she is right there. She's just super skinny for a girl. I don't know how I feel about her. But obviously we're getting some black and blue guppies. These are orange and yellow and red guppies. We have quite a few of them. Like, we're not running out of guppies anytime soon. It's crazy. And then we started recently our golden snakeskin batch, which we have down here in this breeder. I don't have a light on the tank at the moment. I usually put it on in the evenings. Let's see. There is our golden snakeskin male. He is blonde-bodied yellow snakeskin with no black. So we've been trying to get him to breed. We put him in this tank with a bunch of blonde-bodied, yellow-tailed females, mostly sunset. Some are just yellow. And we're trying to get babies. And if you look really, really close, and my camera will focus, we actually got some babies. You can see them there. We have about 10 babies right now. We have a bunch of very pregnant females, and we're hoping to get some more. This does not want to focus, but you can see that we definitely have some babies in here. So here's to hoping that over the winter we will breed more of these golden snakeskins because they are so gorgeous. The pattern on them is metallic yellow, green, and blue in the light. So we've been really trying to get more of him because he's so pretty. So he's got a little harem in this tank. But the tank seems to be doing well. We have him in here with some ram's horn snails and some bladder snails and lots of tannins, and we're just gonna see what happens. We didn't talk about one fish. I didn't see him in there, but he's in there. Kohaku, our blind albino betta. We had to put him through quarantine this week and some treatment because he got really, really bloated one day to the point where his stomach was pine coning. And we weren't quite sure what was happening, but he was floating on his side. He looked painfully bloated. I had my suspicions because it happened the same day I fed the tank some Snello. And the thing with Kohaku is because he's blind, he doesn't know what to eat. He doesn't see live foods when you put them in there. So like I've tried to feed him Daphnia. He doesn't know they're there. He doesn't eat the baby guppies. He doesn't eat Daphnia. He doesn't eat worms. He will not go after live food because he can't see it. However, he will go after food he can smell. So we've been feeding him lots of high protein Betta crumbles because I cannot get him on live food. And he's really good at finding it by smell. But that particular day, I fed some Snello to the snails and the guppies, and he smelled it and thought it was food, and he ate some. It took him 3 or 4 days to poop out some very green duckweed and peas and God knows what else, kale. I put in this Snello. And then he seemed to do okay. So we had him separated in his own container for a while. We had him dosed with some meth blue. That's why there's a blue cup over there. But he's doing better. He is no longer bloated. He's still floating a little bit. I think his swim bladder needs to have a couple days of healing because it was pretty crowded for a while. It's probably a little bruised. But we've got him back in there with his guppies, and he is doing well again. He's eating. He's fine. But here's the big but. He's no longer albino. I know. People told me it would happen. I had trouble believing it, but it's true. There's technically no genotypical version of the albino betta. Gene-wise, they haven't been able to isolate albinos. But there is a phenotypical albino, meaning visibly it looks albino. But most albino bettas will marble. And he did. Not much. He's still mostly white. His eyes are still red. He's still blind. He will always be blind. But he's starting to get a dusting of black on his scales and in his tail. So I don't know what color he's going to be soon, but he's getting some black. And let's go take a look at our jars. So guys, we still have a lot of Betta jars. There's 107 in here still. I haven't sold any recently because winter, but they're all doing really good. We haven't lost any. Everybody who was having like swim bladder issues healed up. They're super active. There's one of our Dumbos. And they're just doing good. They've been marbling out, but surprisingly we haven't lost any. Winter, you guys. I can't wait for winter to end so we can start shipping bettas again because they need homes. You guys, they need homes. And if anybody is interested in starting a sorority, we have a handful, not sure how many exactly, there's probably 6 or 7 of them, little tiny females like this one that are 2 inches or less that might make for a good sorority. They're all siblings. They all grew up together. None of them seem particularly aggressive. And they're all relatively the same size. Here's another one. So if anybody is looking to start a sorority, hit me up after winter because we have quite a few females that need a good home, and you know, maybe I'd throw in a discount. Just saying. I need to get rid of fish, you guys. It's crazy. It's crazy how many we have. But they're doing so well. I like this guy. He's developed a lot of red in him. He looks just like his father's in. But yeah, surprisingly, all is well. You can't see these guys very well. We have a bunch of them in various jars. But I really want to get back to breeding as soon as winter is over. It's just, we have to get rid of this mess first because I can't handle more than 107, you guys. Well, I mean, we started with like 128. The point is, I can't handle another spawn while these guys are still here, so hopefully maybe we'll run some discounts coming up at the end of winter. We'll get rid of some more of these guys and we'll do another spawn. I don't know who will breed. We have a couple of projects I'd like to do, but we'll see. Let's go see an emo. It's an emo. Hi, emo. How you doing, good boy? You want to say hi? He's like, I would like to smell you. I like cameras. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. So that is it, guys. That is our update. All of our live cultures are doing well. There's my daughter. Say hi, Mara.
Hi, your cat needed pets.
Yes, he did. I don't know why I said she. So, yeah, live cultures are doing good. Guppies are doing good. Look at this mess. This is my shipping mess. Bettas are doing good. We've had some rough patches lately, but everybody is healing up. Daphnia cultures are thriving. You know, we learned a lot this year. Hopefully, the upcoming 2019 will do just as well. Let's hope there's a lot less drama. Because I would like to not, have parasites and fish deaths. But I wish you a happy holidays. I hope you guys all have a great new year. And we'll see you next year. Bye.